Failing to plan is planning to fail. Few people understand how to get real value from effective organizational planning, and this course is going to help you do that. If you're a small business, there's much research that shows the number one cause of small business failure is ineffective planning. This course is focused on two essential components of team performance: a unified sense of direction and organization strategy. And they form one essential system, the strategic planning system. If we go back to first principles, imagine one page describes where you want to be, one page describes where you are now, and one page describes how you're going to get from page 2, where you are now, to page 1, where you want to be. This is the basis of your strategic plan, and this course will also show how to implement and continuously improve this plan. The result will be that everyone in your team or organization will know exactly what they have to do on Monday morning to achieve the vision and goals of the organization. There are 7 sections, and they are supplemented by example summaries, checklists, glossaries, and case studies. A unified sense of direction means everybody working together. Everybody wants a unified sense of direction. Even an amateur soccer team will work on a unified sense of direction 2 or 3 times a week for no pay. They'll come off the job and they'll say, let's work on working together. And then when I say to them, when last did you guys actually work on the fundamental component of a unified sense of direction? And generally they'll say it's very bad. So I've identified it, I measure it, and I've spent 3 decades learning how to implement it. And in 30 years of measuring a unified sense of direction all over the world, I've never found a team that tells me they're 10 out of 10, because they understand that they can always get better at it. So that's the first component. The second component is strategy. Where do you want to be and how you're going to get there? And the first system is the strategic planning system. So each component adds something to the mix of performance. It's like your car. Each component in the engine does something. But for the car to work, all the components have to fire together. You can't say, for example, the starter motor only breaks down 13% of the time, because if the starter motor is not working, the whole car's not optimal. And the first system, because everything's a system, because all my stuff is teleological, which means end result driven and in line with general systems theory. General systems theory is the way the world works. And if you're not in accordance with general systems theory, nothing's going to work. So you're not looking at a strategic plan, for example. You're looking at a strategic planning system. So your first 2 components will give you direction. They'll tell you how you're going to get there. And it'll be an updated strategic planning system, so you'll get closer. With every update, you'll get closer and closer to where you want to be and how you're going to get there. Those are the first 2 components, the first system and the first online training course.